Hi, Brian Dean with Caring Palms Massage and Reiki, and I want to talk about setting expectations. Setting expectations is important for any business because you want the client to be satisfied with what you promise to give them. And a good example is you take your car into the shop for a repair and they say, piece of cake, $50, come back in 3 hours. And you come back in 3 hours and they present you for a bill for $600. And it's like, that didn't quite meet my expectations. So it's important that we set expectations within the range of what we think we can do and not promise the world. Because we're never going to be able to give you the world. Well, maybe we can, but who knows? For instance, you buy a product on a box, says, we do this, 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 and this. Okay. You get it home, you take it out of the box, and it only does half of what it promises to do. Well, they didn't do a very good job of setting our expectations, or advertising for that matter. But when you come to a massage therapist, like us, we want to sit down and talk with you and find out what's going on with you. We want to know where you're hurting. We want to get a feel for what your needs are, and then we're going to make recommendations. And those recommendations are going to vary between all the multitude of styles of massage that we do, and it might even include energy work. But first off, it's up to you to decide, yeah, we want to go with your recommendation, or we just want something that's nice and pleasant and we're not worried about being fixed. Okay, that's fine too. We'll go with that. But we make recommendations because we think this path is the best way to make changes in you, make changes for the positive, okay? Now, we certainly don't promise to fix everything. In fact, we don't promise to fix anything at all. We think that certain things that we're doing can help you, but we're never going to say, hey, we fix this. Actually, I'd like to prefer to undersell what we're doing than to oversell what we're doing. If we undersell, then you're going to be amazed and overwhelmed at the awesome work we do. But if I sit there and say, oh, you're going to be walking like nothing's wrong with you, and you get up and feel a small pain, well, then that's not where we want to go either. So I'd like to sit there and say, we're going to hopefully make changes that will hopefully make you better. I think we can do that. Now, the truth is, don't really know until we get our hands on somebody whether we're going to have any effect or not. And we start working, and then we start seeing what changes we are making, and then maybe we might change the style that we're doing, the moves what we're doing, the pressure we're using, anything, because what we're doing isn't working as we expected it, so we change to something that hopefully will, and then maybe we'll start seeing changes. I mean, everyone is different. We can't constantly say, this is going to fix you, just like you can't tell everyone, oh, here's 2 aspirins, it'll fix your headache, because some people it won't. We can say, this will probably work, and that's the best expectation I want to set. This will probably work. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, because sometimes somebody's going to feel better, amazingly so. Sometimes what we do is going to make no change at all. And that's always a possibility too. We've always got the extreme of working great work and having all these changes happening to nothing happening, or somewhere in between. Okay, a lot of people sit there and think we do miracles in our work. Personally, I'd like to think that miracles are somebody else's bailiwick. But most people feel better. Most people feel that we meet or exceed the expectations that we give them. And if we don't, if it's one of those situations where this doesn't work, has nothing to do with our capability, has nothing to do with the work we do, has nothing to do with our intent. It has to do with this is just too much to handle right now. And sometimes it may take several sessions. I don't like to keep bringing a client back and saying, oh, you need this on a regular basis. I'd like to get as much done as possible, but sometimes that's what it takes too. Just an example, when we do Reiki, Reiki is going to work within a range of things, or it's not going to work. And realistically, that's not up to me as a practitioner. It's up to the energy itself. Okay? It goes in and decides whether or not it's going to fix anything. And just like with Reiki, some styles of massage, like myofascial release, can keep making changes up to 48 hours after the session. Now you may come in here and we do work on you and you say, okay, I don't feel any better. 2 days later, you're on top of the world and everything's working and it's just awesome. And you don't necessarily realize it's what happened right here that made that happen, that made that possible. So we don't like to promise everything. In fact, it's foolish to do so. If you go someplace and somebody says, let's fix that, okay, that you might want to think about. Now, I might sit there and let's see what we can do to fix that, which is a different take. Let's leave it open to possibilities of how much we can do and how much we can't. But what we do helps. It helps within reason. It helps within a range of, gee, I feel a little bit better, to, gee, I'm going to do handstands. Okay? So the key is that we want to set expectations within the realm of possibilities. And that's what I think we do. So the next question is, how can we set your expectations today? Take care. May light be with you.